On the 4th of July, Reliance subsidiary Jio Platforms launched a 4G-equipped feature phone, called Bharat 4G, for under 1000 rupees. Other Indian brands also plan to launch inexpensive smartphones. After having lost out to Chinese brands nearly a decade ago, can the Indian brands cut it in today's market? Let us decode that. The advent of Xiaomi in India nearly a decade ago saw the start of a price war among brands. With reducing component prices in the supply chain, Chinese brands undercut device pricing to gain market share. Indian brands struggled to match the scale of Xiaomi, Oppo and Korea's Samsung. While Samsung, thanks to its global multi-industry presence and long-standing India operations, could rival the Chinese, Indian brands lost out. They could never match the features the Chinese offered on their phones, at less than half the price of a similar device produced by Indian brands. Industry experts said that Jio's cost of making the Bharat 4G feature phone is likely to be around 850 rupees to 900 rupees. This is within the average price range of a feature phone in India today. However, most brands sell their feature phones at about 1200 rupees. With marketing and other indirect costs factored in, Jio is unlikely to make much directly from Bharat 4G. However, Jio could justify this with its bundled telecom plan and other services such as payments and content streaming. Industry estimates suggest that Jio could make around 5000 rupees per phone in 4 years, which is the average lifespan of a feature phone. India's base of feature phone users is estimated to be 250 to 330 million. These phones are mostly 2G enabled. Bharati Airtel holds the biggest chunk of this user base. Vodafone Idea and BSNL are also in this space. Jio doesn't have 2G spectrum. With a 4G feature phone and bundled services, Jio will look to convert 2G users to 4G. One can expect user churn. Indian companies such as Carbon, Laver and Micromax are looking at launching sub 5000 rupees 4G smartphones. Tarun Pathak of tech research firm Counterpoint India said they may struggle to find takers. The cheaper phone market will continue to shrink in the long run, so they may not have a business case after all. If there were a good business case, Chinese brands and Samsung would have cashed in, instead of withdrawing. Analysts said there may be demand if brands can launch sub 10,000 rupees 5G smartphones. Elevated input costs, coupled with marketing, distribution and logistical expenses means Chinese brands no longer see value in sub 10,000 rupees handsets. Chinese smartphone brands are now focusing on increasing the average selling price. From around 12,000 rupees before the pandemic, the average selling price has risen to 20,000 rupees.